2026 Connecticut DMV Knowledge Test Class B Test 250 Questions and Complete Answers. Question 1. To make a stop in a vehicle equipped with air brakes, the driver should: Option A. Press the brake pedal down. Option B. Lift the brake pedal up. Option C. Pull out the air brake knob. The correct answer is option A. Press the brake pedal down. Explanation. To make a normal stop in a vehicle that is equipped with air brakes, you should simply press the brake pedal down. Question 2. On a leaf spring, the leaves: Option A. May be broken. Option B. Are not required. Option C. Should not be broken. Option D. Should shift. The correct answer is option C. Should not be broken. Explanation. When inspecting a vehicle's suspension, you should look for broken or missing leaves in the leaf springs. Any defect of this kind is dangerous. If 1/4 or more of the leaves are missing from any leaf spring, the vehicle must be put out of service. Question 3. Black ice is a: Option A. Usually thick. Option B. Usually thin. Option C. Not a hazard when driving. The correct answer is option B. Usually thin. Explanation. Black ice is a layer of ice that is thin and clear enough for the road to be visible through it. The surface will look like a wet road. Always be alert to black ice if the road looks wet when the temperature is below freezing. Question 4. If driving so slowly that you could impede other drivers, you should: Option A. Drive in the left lane. Option B. Drive while using your four-way flashers. Option C. Drive without using any lights. The correct answer is option B. Drive while using your four-way flashers. Explanation. If you must drive so slowly that you will impede the flow of traffic, you should turn on your four-way flashers to alert drivers behind you as long as local laws allow the use of flashers. Question 5. What tells you how much pressure is in your vehicle's air tanks? Option A. The supply pressure gauge. Option B. The ABS malfunction lamp. Option C. The tractor protection valve. The correct answer is option A. The supply pressure gauge. Explanation. A vehicle that is equipped with air brakes must also be equipped with a supply pressure gauge. This gauge tells the driver how much air pressure is in each of the vehicle's air tanks. Question 6. Which of the following is not another name for convex mirrors? Option A. Fisheye mirrors. Option B. Spot mirrors. Option C. Bug-eye mirrors. Option D. Flat side mirrors. The correct answer is option D. Flat side mirrors. Explanation. Convex mirrors are also known as fisheye, spot, or bug-eye mirrors. Question 7. When entering a curve, you should: Option A. Shift into neutral. Option B. Use the shoulder. Option C. Downshift. The correct answer is option C. Downshift. Explanation. You should always slow down to a safe speed and shift into a lower gear before entering a curve. Question 8. Which of the following is not part of a vehicle's air brake system? Option A. Air gauges. Option B. Low pressure warning device. Option C. Air filter. The correct answer is option C. Air filter. Explanation. Components of an air brake system include an air compressor duvet, air storage tanks, air tank drains, an alcohol evaporator, a safety valve, a brake pedal, foundation brakes, supply pressure gauges, an application pressure gauge, a low air pressure warning signal, a stop light switch, a front brake limiting valve on some older vehicles, spring brakes, and parking brake controls. Question 9. To avoid becoming an aggressive driver, you should: Option A. Plan trips without allocating extra time for traffic. Option B. Tailgate. Option C. Drive slowly in the left lane. Option D. Not make gestures to other drivers. The correct answer is option D. Not make gestures to other drivers. Explanation: to avoid becoming an aggressive driver, begin a trip with realistic expectations of how long the trip will take, allowing extra time for traffic delays. Do not tailgate other vehicles. To avoid upsetting other drivers, do not drive slowly in the left lane and do not gesture at the drivers even in seemingly minor ways, like shaking your head. Question 10. During a static leakage test, what is the maximum leakage rate that is safe for a double combination vehicle? Option A. 3 psi in 1 minute. Option B. 6 psi in 1 minute. Option C. 8 psi in 1 minute. The correct answer is option A. 3 psi in 1 minute. Explanation: when performing a static leakage test on a double combination vehicle with air brakes, the leakage rate should be no more than 3 psi in 1 minute. If the air leaks from the air brake system at a quicker rate, the vehicle should not be driven because something likely needs to be repaired. Question 11. Most heavy-duty vehicles use Option A. Mono air brake systems. Option B. Dual air brake systems. Option C. Triple air brake systems. Option D. Quadruple air brake systems. The correct answer is option B. Dual air brake systems. Explanation: most heavy-duty vehicles use dual air brake systems. A dual system has two separate air brake systems with a single set of controls. Question 12. Both systems in a dual air brake systems share: Option A. Air tanks. Option B. Hoses. Option C. Air lines. Option D. An air compressor. The correct answer is option D. An air compressor. Explanation: both systems in a dual air brake system share a single air compressor. If the air compressor is damaged, neither system will be able to operate properly. Question 13. If convicted of speeding while operating your personal automobile in a different jurisdiction, you should: Option A. Not worry about your CDL being affected. Option B. Notify the Motor Vehicle Licensing Agency. Option C. Have your CDL suspended. The correct answer is option B. Notify the Motor Vehicle Licensing Agency. Explanation: if you are convicted of any kind of traffic violation in any type of vehicle, you must notify your employer within 30 days. You must also inform your motor vehicle licensing agency of the violation within 30 days if the conviction happened in another jurisdiction. This rule does not apply to parking infractions. Question 14. Before beginning to drive downhill, you should: Option A. Take your vehicle out of gear. Option B. Shift into a lower gear. Option C. Move into the left lane. The correct answer is option B. Shift into a lower gear. Explanation: to avoid overusing your brakes, you should always shift into a lower gear before starting down a hill. Question 15. If a vehicle is equipped with power steering, the hoses should be checked. Option A. For leaks. Option B. To ensure that they are still clear. Option C. To ensure that they are connected to the battery. Option D. To ensure that they contain the proper amount of play. The correct answer is option A. For leaks. Explanation. When inspecting a vehicle with power steering, you should inspect the hoses, pumps, and fluid levels. Specifically check the hoses for leaks. Question 16. When it is difficult for others to see your vehicle, such as at dawn or dusk, you can help other drivers by option A. Keeping your lights off. Option B. Turning your lights on. Option C. Driving on the shoulder. Option D. Waving an arm out the window. The correct answer is option B. Turning your lights on. Explanation. At times when visibility is low, you should turn your headlights on to the low beam setting. If you are having a difficult time seeing others, they are probably having a difficult time seeing you. Question 17. If an aggressive driver is involved in a crash on the road ahead, you should option A. Stop and confront the driver. Option B. Stop a safe distance from the crash scene, wait for police to arrive, and tell them of the driver's behavior. Option C. Block the driver in with your vehicle. The correct answer is option B. Stop a safe distance from the crash scene, wait for police to arrive, and tell them of the driver's behavior. Explanation. If you see a crash involving an aggressive driver, you should stop a safe distance from the crash scene, wait for police to arrive, and inform them of the aggressive behavior you witnessed. Question 18. How does doubling your speed from 20 miles per hour to 40 miles per hour affect your vehicle's braking distance? Option A. It stays about the same. Option B. It increases slightly. Option C. It doubles. Option D. It quadruples. The correct answer is option D. It quadruples. Explanation. Increasing your vehicle's speed will increase your vehicle's striking power and braking distance. Doubling your vehicle's speed from 20 to 40 miles per hour will multiply its braking distance by 4. Question 19. When experiencing cold weather, be sure to check your vehicle's alcohol evaporator. Option A. Every 3 hours. Option B. Every day. Option C. Every other week. The correct answer is option B. Every day. Explanation. An alcohol evaporator can help prevent ice from building up in an air brake system. In cold weather, the evaporator should be checked and refilled every day. Question 20. If a vehicle begins to hydroplane, the driver should option A. Accelerate. Option B. Release the accelerator and push in the clutch. Option C. Pull in the clutch and brake. The correct answer is option B. Release the accelerator and push in the clutch. Explanation. If your vehicle begins to hydroplane, you can regain control by releasing the accelerator and pushing in the clutch. Question 21. What happens if you don't pass the air brakes endorsement test? Option A. You won't be permitted to drive a vehicle with air brakes. Option B. Your CDL will include an air brake endorsement marked with an asterisk. Option C. Your CDL will be invalid. The correct answer is option A. You won't be permitted to drive a vehicle with air brakes. Explanation. If you do not take or pass the air brakes test, you will be restricted to operating vehicles without air brakes. Question 22. If driving a vehicle with a manual transmission, you can prevent your vehicle from rolling backward when starting from a stop by option A. Partly engaging the clutch before removing your foot from the brake pedal. Option B. Placing the vehicle in reverse before moving forward. Option C. Fully engaging the clutch before removing your foot from the brake pedal. Option D. placing the vehicle in neutral before moving forward. The correct answer is option A. Partly engaging the clutch before removing your foot from the brake pedal. Explanation. To prevent rolling backward when starting from a stop, you should partly engage the clutch before removing your foot from the brake. Apply the parking brake whenever necessary to prevent your vehicle from rolling back. Question 23. Eating while driving. Option A is a good way to maximize time. Option B is encouraged on long trips. Option C creates a distraction for the driver. Option D is mandatory so cargo is not left unsupervised. The correct answer is option C. Creates a distraction for the driver. Explanation. To reduce the chances of driving distracted, you should avoid eating, drinking, or smoking while driving. Anything that diverts attention from the task of driving is a distraction. Question 24. Rough acceleration. Option A can damage parts of a vehicle. Option B is necessary to warm up parts of a vehicle. Option C is encouraged to improve a vehicle's gas mileage. The correct answer is option A. Can damage parts of a vehicle. Explanation. Always speed up smoothly and gradually so that your vehicle does not jerk. Rough acceleration can cause mechanical damage. Question 25. Distracted driving. Option A is not our concern. Option B only happens when drivers are physically doing something, like using a cell phone. Option C can occur due to mental activities, such as daydreaming. Option D is encouraged on uncrowded roads. The correct answer is option C. Can occur due to mental activities, such as daydreaming. Explanation. Mental distractions can be just as dangerous as physical ones. It is possible for a person to look right at a hazard on the road but fail to notice it because their thoughts are occupied by something else. Question 26. Bracing is used to. Option A. Make items stand taller in a trailer. Option B. Prevent items from moving in a trailer. Option C. Make it easier to unload items from a trailer. The correct answer is option B. Prevent items from moving in a trailer. Explanation. Blocking and bracing are used to prevent cargo from shifting in transit. Blocking is used in the front, in the back, and on the sides of a piece of cargo to prevent movement. Bracing prevents movement by reaching from the upper portion of a piece of cargo to the floor and sides of the cargo compartment. Question 27. When leaving your vehicle, you should. Option A. Apply the parking brake. Option B. Apply the air brakes. Option C. Not apply any brake. Option D. Disconnect the trailer. The correct answer is option A. Apply the parking brake. Explanation. You should always apply the parking brake when leaving your vehicle. Question 28. A vehicle equipped with an anti-lock braking system ABS can be identified by. Option A. A sticker on the control panel. Option B. A yellow lamp on the instrument panel. Option C. The letters ABS on the brake pedal. Option D. A metal plate on the inside of the driver's side door. The correct answer is option B. A yellow lamp on the instrument panel. Explanation. You can tell that your vehicle is equipped with an anti-lock braking system ABS if it has a yellow ABS malfunction lamp on the instrument panel. Question 29. When a construction worker is close to the road, you should. Option A. Increase your speed. Option B. Decrease your speed. Option C. Not drive in any lane. Option D. Wait to proceed until the construction is complete. The correct answer is option B. Decrease your speed. Explanation. In construction zones, do not exceed the posted safe speed limit. Slow down even more when workers are near the roadway. Question 30. When transporting a load, the cargo should be inspected. Option A. Only at the beginning of a drive. Option B. Only after driving a long distance. Option C. After every break. The correct answer is option C. After every break. Explanation. Cargo and its securing devices must be inspected before starting a trip. After beginning a trip, the driver should check the load and securing devices within the first 50 miles on the road, every 3 hours or 150 miles traveled, and after every break. Question 31. People working on a disabled vehicle. Option A. Are probably aware of the roadway. Option B. May be distracted by the repair and not pay attention to the roadway. Option C. Are exempt from traffic laws. The correct answer is option B. May be distracted by the repair and not pay attention to the roadway. Explanation. Be cautious when driving near people who are working on a disabled vehicle on the side of the road. They may be focused on the repair and not paying attention to nearby traffic. Question 32. What is removed when an air tank is drained? Option A. Water and oil. Option B. Ammonia. Option C. Liquid cleaners. The correct answer is option A. Water and oil. Explanation. In an air brake system, air tanks have drains to remove accumulations of water and compressor oil. Allowing water and oil to accumulate in the system could cause damage to the brakes. Question 33. Some air brake systems introduce alcohol into the system to Option A. Make the brakes work without squeaking. Option B. Prevent ice from forming in the brake system. Option C. Prevent people from breathing the air from the system. The correct answer is option B. Prevent ice from forming in the brake system. Explanation. Some air brake systems contain an alcohol evaporator. An evaporator introduces alcohol into the system to help inhibit the formation of ice in cold weather. Question 34. If you are disqualified from driving, Option A. Your employer will be notified by the state. Option B. You must notify your employer within 2 business days. Option C. You must notify your employer within a month. The correct answer is option B. You must notify your employer within 2 business days. Explanation. You must notify your employer within 2 business days if your license is suspended, revoked, or canceled, or if you are otherwise disqualified from driving. Question 35. On a truck with air brakes, the braking system's air compressor. Option A. Pumps air into the air storage tanks. Option B. Fills the tires. Option C. Moves air to the back of the truck. Option D. Cleans the brakes. The correct answer is option A. Pumps air into the air storage tanks. Explanation. In an air brake system, the air compressor pumps air into the air storage tanks. The air compressor is controlled by the air compressor governor. Question 36. After a vehicle is started, warning lights and buzzers. Option A. Should stay on for several minutes. Option B. Should turn off within a few seconds. Option C. Should stay on until manually turned off. The correct answer is option B. Should turn off within a few seconds. Explanation. After a vehicle is started, the warning lights and buzzers should go out after a few seconds. If the warning signals do not turn off, there may be something wrong with the vehicle. Question 37. If confronted by an aggressive driver, you should: Option A. Make eye contact with them. Option B. Keep your vehicle in front of them. Option C. Ignore their gestures. The correct answer is option C. Ignore their gestures. Explanation. If confronted by an aggressive driver, don't let yourself be provoked by their actions or angry gestures. Do not risk provoking the other driver by making eye contact. Get out of their way if you can do so safely. Question 38. The brake pedal is part of which braking system? Option A. The service brake system. Option B. The parking brake system. Option C. The emergency brake system. Option D. The auxiliary brake system. The correct answer is option A. The service brake system. Explanation. The service brake system applies and releases the brakes when a driver presses the brake pedal while driving normally. Question 39. When transporting cargo, you should: Option A. Accelerate quickly. Option B. Check the load and securing devices after driving for no more than 50 miles. Option C. Not use your mirrors to look behind your vehicle. Option D. Keep a cell phone in your hand in case of an emergency. The correct answer is option B. Check the load and securing devices after driving for no more than 50 miles. Explanation. Cargo and its securing devices must be inspected before starting a trip. After beginning a trip, the driver should check the load and securing devices within the first 50 miles on the road every 3 hours, or 150 miles traveled, and after every break. Question 40. If cargo on a flatbed trailer is 40 feet long, it must be secured by a minimum of Option A. 1 tie-down. Option B. 2 tie-downs. Option C. 3 tie-downs. Option D. 4 tie-downs. The correct answer is option D. 4 tie-downs. Explanation. On flatbed trailers and trailers without sides, cargo must be tied down. There should be at least 1 tie-down for every 10 feet of cargo. Regardless of the size of the cargo, at least 2 tie-downs must be used. Question 41. When asked to complete a conventional parallel parking maneuver, you should: Option A. Pass the parking space while backing, then pull forward into it. Option B. Pull forward past the parking space, then back into it. Option C. Pull forward into the parking space without passing it first. Option D. Back into the parking space without passing it first. The correct answer is option B. Pull forward past the parking space, then back into it. Explanation. You may be asked to complete a conventional parallel parking maneuver into a parking space that is to the right of your vehicle. You should drive past the parking space before backing into it while bringing the rear of your vehicle as close to the rear of the space as possible. Your vehicle should be completely within the boundaries of the space. Question 42. What kind of force do emergency brakes use? Option A. Air pressure. Option B. Mechanical. Option C. Heavy. The correct answer is option B. Mechanical. Explanation. Air brakes are really 3 different braking systems: the service brake, the parking brake, and the emergency brake. Emergency and parking brakes are applied with mechanical force. Question 43. If approaching a railroad crossing that is being approached by a train, you should: Option A. Try to cross the tracks quickly. Option B. Drive around any lowered gates. Option C. Stop and wait for the train to pass before beginning across the tracks. The correct answer is option C. Stop and wait for the train to pass before beginning across the tracks. Explanation: never attempt to beat a train to a railroad crossing. It is very difficult to accurately judge the speed of an approaching train. If you come upon a crossing that is being approached by a train, you must stop and wait for the train to pass before you attempt to cross the tracks. Question 44. To determine if a vehicle can handle a load, you should: Option A. Know the vehicle's suspension rating. Option B. Know the tire rating for the front tires only. Option C. Start driving and see if the vehicle is handling well. The correct answer is option A. Know the vehicle's suspension rating. Explanation: it is a driver's responsibility to make sure their vehicle is not overloaded. They must be aware of legal weight limits and the maximum weight that their vehicle is rated to carry, including the weight capacity rating of the suspension system. Question 45. A broken exhaust system. Option A. Can allow poisonous fumes into the cab. Option B. Does not cause problems. Option C. Should not cause concern. Option D. Helps the vehicle run better. The correct answer is option A. Can allow poisonous fumes into the cab. Explanation: a broken exhaust system is extremely hazardous because it can permit poisonous fumes to enter the vehicle's cab or sleeper berth. Question 46. If convicted of a traffic violation, you must inform your employer blank of the violation. Option A. Within 3 hours. Option B. Within a week. Option C. Within 30 days. Option D. Within a year. The correct answer is option C. Within 30 days. Explanation: if you are convicted of any traffic violations while driving any vehicle, you must notify your employer within 30 days of the conviction. This rule excludes parking violations. Question 47. Shaded areas of a road. Option A. Usually don't freeze. Option B. Are usually blocked from all moisture, so they cannot freeze. Option C. Will remain slick after ice has melted on other areas of the road. The correct answer is option C. Will remain slick after ice has melted on other areas of the road. Explanation: because they are exposed to less sunlight and warm up more slowly, shaded areas will remain icy and slippery after ice on other areas of the road has melted. Question 48. When asked about the vehicle's oil during the vehicle inspection test, you must be able to do all of the following, except Option A. Indicate where the dipstick is located. Option B. Show that the oil level is within a safe operating range. Option C. Show that the oil level is above the refill mark. Option D. Show that the oil level is below the refill mark. The correct answer is option D. Show that the oil level is below the refill mark. Explanation: during the vehicle inspection test, you must be able to indicate where the oil dipstick is located, show that the oil level is within a safe operating range, and show that the oil level is above the refill mark. Question 49. If you plan to slow down, you can warn drivers behind you by: Option A. Slamming on the brakes. Option B. Tapping the brakes a few times and before braking. Option C. Turning on one set of turn signals. Option D. Putting your hand out the driver's side window and waving. The correct answer is option B. Tapping the brakes a few times and before braking. Explanation. Before slowing down, it is a good idea to flash your brake lights by lightly tapping your brake pedal a few times. This will warn drivers behind you of your plans to slow down. Question 50. If an anti-locking braking system ABS is not working on a truck, option A, the truck will not have any brakes. Option B, the truck should be driven only at low speeds. Option C, the truck will still have brakes. The correct answer is option C. The truck will still have brakes. Explanation. An anti-lock braking system ABS is in place as an addition to a braking system. It intervenes to prevent brakes from locking up during hard braking. If ABS is not working, the basic braking functions on a vehicle will still remain, so the driver can continue to drive and brake normally.